Welcome to Healthy Future Vision Channel. Happy to share with you. After more than 30 years as a physician, I've learned that the human body has its own language. It doesn't speak with words. It speaks with signs. Quiet, subtle signals that most of us overlook. But they always mean something. And when it comes to the kidneys, that voice often begins with your feet. I've met countless patients who thought swollen ankles, dry skin, or tingling toes were just part of getting older. They'd rub on some lotion, maybe take a rest, and move on with their day, until one routine test showed their kidneys were functioning at only 20%. The kidneys, the most silent organs in the body, often choose the feet as their first messenger. Picture this. One afternoon, you take off your shoes and notice your ankles are puffy. You press lightly and a small dent remains. Probably just from walking too much, you tell yourself. Or maybe late at night, your legs feel restless, like tiny sparks running beneath your skin. To me, those are not small annoyances. Those are the first whispers of a tired kidney. Some people come to see me quietly, puzzled as to why a small wound on their foot just won't heal, even after weeks of care. I look down and see darkened skin, sometimes cool to the touch, sometimes cracked and dry. That isn't just a skin problem, it's a circulation problem, a sign that the blood flow has slowed because the kidneys can no longer keep the body in balance. Another patient of mine, James, age 64, a long-haul truck driver, came in one day complaining that his feet itched so badly at night it was driving him crazy. His blood test showed phosphorus levels twice the normal limit, a clear sign of kidney failure. I still remember the look in his eyes when he said, "Doc, I never thought an itch could be my kidneys crying for help." The human body is miraculous, but it's also brutally honest. When your toenails grow brittle, when your heels crack, when the skin on your feet becomes rough and dry, that's your body reminding you that something deeper inside is out of balance. When the kidneys weaken, calcium, phosphorus, and vitamin D all fall out of harmony, and your feet, being the lowest point of the body, feel it first. We Americans are busy people. We worry about our hearts, our lungs, our blood pressure, but we rarely think about our feet as mirrors of kidney health. So when your feet start changing color, tingling, swelling, or itching endlessly, don't ignore it. It's not just age, it's not just dry skin. It might be your kidneys whispering for attention. I always tell my patients, your kidneys never scream in pain, but they do send signals. The question is, are you listening? If you notice two or more of these signs, please get your kidneys checked. A simple blood test, creatinine, and eGFR can reveal kidney problems years before you ever feel sick. And perhaps the most important thing I've learned at 60 is this. We can't stop time, but we can choose to listen to our bodies sooner. Your feet don't just carry you through life. Sometimes they're the very reason you get to keep walking it. When I first started practicing medicine, I used to believe that serious illnesses always came with loud alarms, sharp pain, high fever, or total exhaustion. But after seeing thousands of patients over the years, I learned one priceless truth. The most dangerous conditions often begin in complete silence, and kidney disease is one of them. Today I want to share with you 9 signs in your feet. Subtle messages your body uses to whisper, your kidneys need help. Take a moment, sit down, look at your feet. Sometimes the answers to our health are found in the places we least expect. 1. Swollen feet and ankles. When water gets trapped inside the body. One of the most common warning signs I see in my patients is swelling, or what we call edema. Your feet puff up, your ankles look fuller, and when you press a finger into the skin, it leaves a dent that doesn't disappear right away. Many people think it's from walking too long or eating something salty, but in truth, it's a sign that the kidneys can no longer remove salt and fluid effectively from the blood. Swelling caused by kidney disease isn't temporary. It lingers, it worsens, and it doesn't go away overnight. I once treated a 58-year-old woman named Linda. Every evening, she'd take off her shoes and notice deep marks left by her shoelaces. She thought, it's just poor circulation. I'm getting older. But her lab results told another story. Her filtration rate, or eGFR, had dropped to only 32%. That swelling in her feet wasn't just fatigue. It was her kidneys crying for help, a message she hadn't yet learned to hear. 2. Slow healing wounds. When the body loses its power to repair, if you get a small cut or blister on your foot that doesn't heal after 2 or 3 weeks, take it seriously. For people living with chronic kidney disease, blood flow slows down and tissues don't receive enough oxygen or nutrients. At the same time, the immune system weakens, turning small wounds into open doors for infection. Many of my patients don't even notice they're hurt because nerve damage in the feet dulls their sense of pain. Those unnoticed injuries can worsen, turning into ulcers or even dead tissue. I once had a 65-year-old man who came to me after developing a tiny scratch from a tight shoe. It became infected, spread to the bone, and in the end, doctors had to amputate a toe to save his life. And it all began with a kidney that had quietly stopped working as it should. 3. Changes in foot color. When blood flow slows down. Healthy feet usually have a warm pink tone because circulation is strong. But if your feet look pale, bluish, or darkened, it means that blood is struggling to reach them, and the kidneys might be part of the reason. When kidney function declines, blood pressure becomes unstable and vessels get damaged, reducing oxygen flow to the lower limbs. In the early stages, your feet may simply take longer to warm up in the morning, or the skin around your ankles may look slightly different in color. As the disease progresses, patches of skin may turn dusky purple or even black, a sign of dying tissue that requires emergency care. Don't wait until the color change becomes obvious. Even small changes are like letters from your kidneys, written in bold saying, "Please check on me." 4. Persistent itching, especially at night. The silent cry of toxins. Itching may sound harmless, but for someone with kidney failure, it can be torment. When the kidneys weaken, phosphorus and other toxins build up in the bloodstream, settling in the skin and causing relentless, burning itchiness. Many patients scratch until they bleed, yet never find relief. I remember one of my patients, James, telling me, "Doc, it doesn't even feel like itching anymore. It feels like fire under my skin." And he was right. His skin was essentially being burned from the inside. By toxins his kidneys could no longer clear. Nighttime itching robs people of sleep and peace of mind, often leading to depression and faster disease progression. If you experience constant itching on your feet, heels, or ankles, don't ignore it. It's not just dry skin. It could be your kidneys warning you they're overloaded. 5. Numbness or tingling in the toes. When the nerves cry for help, your kidneys don't just filter blood, they also remove toxins that protect your nerves. When that filtration slows down, uremic toxins build up in the bloodstream and start attacking the peripheral nerves, beginning with the toes. You might feel tingling, burning, or pins and needles, especially at night. It's easy to brush off as poor circulation or just age, but in reality, it's your nervous system reacting to toxic overload. Studies show that over 70% of people with chronic kidney disease have nerve damage, even before they realize it. Losing sensation in your feet doesn't just affect comfort. It makes injuries go unnoticed, leading to infections that can become serious before anyone sees them. 6. Dry, cracked skin, a sign of nutrient loss and metabolic imbalance. When the kidneys weaken, their ability to regulate moisture and remove waste through the skin also declines. Your feet may become dry, rough, and flaky, sometimes even painfully cracked at the heels. I once saw a 70-year-old woman who applied lotion faithfully every night, yet her heels stayed dry and split. Her lab tests revealed her kidneys were functioning at only 40%. It was a clear reminder that cracked heels aren't always a cosmetic issue. Sometimes they're a kidney issue. 7. Brittle, discolored toenails. When the kidneys stop feeding the nails. Your toenails grow slowly, but they reflect what's happening inside your body. When kidney function declines, protein and mineral synthesis gets disrupted, causing nails to become thin, fragile, yellowish, or pale gray. Some people notice their nails growing slower or developing horizontal ridges, almost like timestamps marking periods of kidney stress. This isn't just about appearance. It's your body's way of saying that it's running low on calcium, zinc, and vitamin D. Nutrients the kidneys normally help regulate. So the next time you see a change in your nails, don't just think aging. Think balance and maybe think kidneys. Great. Persistent foot pain, especially at night, when bones and joints are in trouble. Your kidneys do much more than filter blood. They also keep your bones strong by balancing minerals like calcium and phosphorus. When they fail, calcium levels drop and phosphorus rises, forcing the body to pull calcium out of the bones to keep the blood stable. The result? Weak, aching bones, especially in the feet that carry your weight every day. Many of my patients also experience gout, those sudden, searing attacks of pain in the big toe caused by uric acid crystals that the kidneys can no longer remove efficiently. Sometimes the pain is so intense that even the touch of a bedsheet feels unbearable. And here's something important. Gout and kidney disease feed each other. People with gout are more likely to develop kidney problems, and those with kidney problems are more likely to suffer severe gout attacks. So if you often feel deep, heavy pain in your feet or joints, don't just assume it's age or arthritis. It may be your kidneys asking for attention. 9. Restless leg syndrome. When the brain feels the strain, you lie down, ready to rest, but your legs refuse to stay still. That creeping, buzzing, or electric sensation that forces you to move them, especially at night, is called restless leg syndrome, RLS. Up to 60% of people with advanced kidney disease experience this. It happens because uremic toxins affect the brain and disrupt dopamine, the chemical that controls movement and calm. The result is poor sleep, fatigue, and emotional exhaustion, which in turn makes kidney function decline even faster. I call it the silent loop. Weak kidneys cause sleepless nights, and sleepless nights make the kidneys weaker. If you find yourself constantly restless at night, don't dismiss it as stress or nerves. It might be your body sending a message straight from the brain, a neurological telegram from your kidneys, a message from a doctor after 30 years of practice. After 3 decades in medicine, I've learned one simple truth. The kidneys never scream in pain. They only send quiet signals, often through your feet. Every time you notice your feet swelling, your skin changing color, an itch that won't fade, tingling toes, dry cracks, or brittle nails, don't ignore it. Those are not small annoyances. They're early cries for help. And if you listen early enough, you could add 10, 20, even 30 healthy years to your life. Start with the simplest steps. Drink enough water, but not too much. Cut back on salt and processed foods. Keep your body moving, even with light daily exercise. And most importantly, get your kidneys checked every 6 to 12 months. A simple blood test, measuring creatinine and eGFR, can reveal kidney problems long before you ever feel a symptom. I always tell my patients, and today I'll tell you the same thing. We can't turn back time, but we can slow it down if we learn to listen to our bodies sooner. Look down at your feet, the very feet that have carried you through half a lifetime. Maybe, just maybe, they're quietly telling you it's time to care for your kidneys a little more. At 60, I've seen both sides of this story. People who came too late saying, "I thought it was just a little swelling, doc," and others who recovered beautifully, simply because they paid attention to one small sign. The difference between those two stories? Sometimes it's just one moment of listening. The kidneys don't knock loudly. They don't ache or shout. They whisper, through your feet, through your skin, through that itch, that swelling, or that subtle tingle at night. And often all it takes is for you to stop, look down, and notice. I often remind my patients, aging isn't a punishment. It's a mirror, reflecting how well you've cared for your body along the way. If you care for your body at the right time, it will know how to heal itself. If you love your kidneys today, they'll love you back, with years of strength, balance, and peace. So if you recognize any of the signs I've shared, don't be afraid and don't delay. Start small, schedule a checkup, choose water over soda, eat one less salty meal this week, go to bed without worry. Every healing journey begins with small, steady changes. If this video helped you understand your body a little better, leave me a comment below that says, "I'm listening to my body." I read every message, and I'd love to know how you feel. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about, especially anyone over 50, because one small share today could help someone avoid tomorrow's pain. Thank you for being here with me. And always remember, your feet don't just carry you through life. They remind you to slow down, to listen to your heart, and to take care of your kidneys.